if you would be so kind to put multiplication. Life just got a whole lot funner today. No, that's not a word. Okay. Is it? Today we're moving on from double-digit multiplication to triple-digit multiplication, which means you're multiplying a 3-digit number times a 3-digit number. Now, let me give you one. 346 times 354. 346 times 354. This is always the time for the speech where I say, if you don't know your multiplication tables, it's going to take you a long time to do that problem because there are 9 multiplication problems in this. Because you have to multiply this times those 3, this times those 3, and that times those 3. That's a lot of them. But before we get there, just to get this back in your mind, what are we doing when we multiply 346 times 354? Just like with double-digit multiplication, here's what you're thinking. We do it all kind of condensed into one big form, but really what you're multiplying is you're taking 346, you're multiplying it by, well, this 3, which is not 3, but it's in the hundreds place, so you're technically multiplying it by 300, and we usually let those zeros hang out, right? When we do that, we get 0, 0, 18, 12, 13, 9, 10. To that, we're adding whatever 346 times, what's this, 5? It's not 5, but 50. 0, 5, 30, 3, 23, 2, which is 17,300. And then to that, we are adding 346 times 4, which is 24, 2, 16, 18, 12, 13. And we're combining all those together, 103, 800 plus 17300 plus 1384, putting all those together and getting our answer of, I hope this comes out, 122,484. I hope I did that right. We'll check in a minute. But don't look at this and say this is how you're going to do it. This is just what we end up doing in one small condensed form here. We're taking 346 times 300 times 50 times 4 and putting them all together. We don't do it like that, although we could, and that's what it means we're doing. We do it like this. Step number 1 is you multiply by the bottom right, which is this 4. 4 times 6 is 24. Carry the 2. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 2 is 18. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 1 is 13. Notice that's the same 1384 I got right there. Okay. Step number 2, you're going to multiply by the tens digit. But you have to remember, you are not multiplying just by a 5. You are multiplying by a 50, which means you have to start off with a 0. Before you do anything, you're going to put a 0 here. Then you multiply by your 5. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 4 is, 20 plus the 3 there, which is 23. 5 times 3 is 15, 16, 17. And that's where my 17,300 came from. And then step 3, this is what's new. The triple digit means I have to go to the hundreds place. I multiply by the hundreds digit. But again, because this is in the hundreds place, I don't just start multiplying by the 3 right away. I have to drop 2 zeros. 2 zeros. Notice how I started with 2 zeros there? That's the same thing I'm going to have to do here. Start with 2 zeros, and then you multiply with the 3. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. And notice that's the exact same thing I got here. Now I put my line and do my adding. 4, 8, 4, 2, 2, 1. And Thank goodness I got the same, because believe it or not, I can even make mistakes when there's that many problems, but I know my multiplication table pretty well. Okay? But you need to understand that when you do this triple digit multiplication problem, what you're actually doing is taking all of this long stuff and putting it into one little space right there. Okay? Putting it into one space so you don't have so much paper, you don't have all this stuff there. It's just a matter. When you get to the tens place, you start with 1 0. When you get to the hundreds place, you start with 2 zeros. Many times people just start multiplying and don't put those zeros down, but you have to do it, otherwise you will not get it right. Now I can say you really want to try one of these. And by the way, the more organized you are, the neater you write, the better your chances of getting these right. If you can't read your digits or you start running not in rows and columns, everything it's gonna make your life a little more difficult here. Let's do another one here. One just for fun. 403 times 768. 403 times 768. I will do this one, and then I'll let you try one. So, start with multiplying by the 8. 8 times 3 is 24, carry the 2. 8 times 0 is 0, 2. 8 times 4 is 32. What do I do next? When I get to that 6, it's not multiplying by 6, but it's multiplying by 60, so man, I have to start with 1 0. Then I multiply by my 6. 6 times 3 is 18. Carry the 1. 6 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is 1. 6 times 4 is 24. So now I've got, this is my multiplying by the 6 part. Now I go to the 7, but it's not a 7, it is a 700. So I have to start with, Sittler, 2 zeros when I get to that third digit. And then I multiply 7 times 3 is 21, carry the 2. 7 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. 7 times 4 is 28. And when I get all done here, I add it all together. And we hope a lot of places to make an error, but that's hopefully our answer. Nobody said triple digit multiplication was fun. But it definitely takes some organizational skills, and you need to know your multiplication tables, otherwise bad things can happen. Ready for one to try? Here you go. 4, 8, 7 times 6, 3, 4. You just kind of raise your hand when you're done with that. I'm actually going to see what we got here. Rows and columns and columns and rows. And numbers. not only are there 9 multiplication facts, you'll end up with about 6 addition facts. I'm not so sure I've seen 2 answers the same just yet. Maybe, I guess I've seen some. Generally speaking, if you have to use finger calculators, you may need a little extra practice on this. Let's see what happens here. I will do this out here. Try to do it to the best of my ability here. Here we go. So, 4 times 7 is 28. Carry the 2, 32, 34. 16 and 3 is 19. Who got 1948 for the first row? Ouchie, already you were out of the picture. The next one here, you should just drop to 0 to start off with. 3 times 7, 21. Carry the 2. 3 times 8, 24. Plus 2 is 26. Carry the 2. 3 times 4 is 12. 14. We got 14, 6, 10 for the second row. So far, so good. When you get to this 6, you got to drop 2 zeros. Okay, and sometimes you have to be careful with this. A lot of times when you put numbers up there, you get confused because you think they're for the one you're using, so you might want to either erase them or cross them off. 6 times 7 is 42. Carry the 4. 6 times 8 is 48. Plus 4 is 52. 6 times 4 is 24. Plus 5 is 29. How many people got the third row right? And then, to top it all off, we got to do these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 addition problems. 8 plus 0 plus 0. 4 plus 1. 9 plus 5. 9 plus 6 is 15. Plus 2 is 17. 6, 7, 8. 0, 3. 308. 758. How many people got it? Okay, and again, simply, I mean, I got to assume it's either you didn't know your multiplications or you didn't have enough time, but, you know, a problem like this should take you no longer than a minute or so. If you don't know your multiplication table, I'm guessing it's going to take you 5 minutes, which is a long time. You got to know your multiplication problem. Anybody want to share where they went wrong in all this? Nobody? Connor, where did you go wrong? Yeah, but what, did you multiply wrong? Did you add wrong? Did you?
Wrong at fraction.
You gotta carry, you gotta make sure that all that stuff comes into play, yeah?
I didn't put 2 zeros on the third row.
Okay, you got to that, and that's something that's imperative. You know, guess what happens if you multiply by 4 digits? You're gonna start with 3 zeros when you get to that thing there, and so on, and so on, and so on. Alright.